Hello everyone, X-Walk Hill Bethelite here, and I like to explore. I'm more of an explorative person here, and this area reminds me of Walk Hill. I mean, you just see how rural it looks, and it's just my personality that this little opening right here, you can see I almost want to hop out of the car and just walk down there. I want to walk down there. Like really bad, I want to just go in there. Now let's get to our topic of discussion. There's over 2 billion Christians on the earth. So Christianity, if you're looking for people who are spiritual, Christianity is the largest religion. You have the largest pool of people that are Christian. So my question for Jehovah's Witnesses, and most of the Kingdom Halls, the property itself is nice. It's as if they really are building these places just for the value of the property. Now they can sell all this property. Look at all this land. Look at all this land. Now, my question is, Jehovah's Witnesses, I don't think I need my mask. The whole concept, and everybody knows Jehovah's Witnesses go knocking from door to door. So the whole concept is to get converts, and those converts are who's going to be saved during the great apocalypse, the battle of Armageddon. The converts are who's going to be saved here. So, no, I'm not going to wear my mask. So my question then is, why are the Kingdom Halls so small? There's over 2 billion. Look at all this land, though. Look at all this land. So there's over 2 billion Christians, right? So Jehovah's Witnesses have this huge pool of people to pick from. They're already over 2 billion some odd people. Look at all this land interested in Christianity. Right? So why are the Kingdom Halls so small? It's as if they set out knowing no one is going to believe their doctrine. Look at all this land. Look at all this land. They're not going to have a problem selling this when they're looking to sell Kingdom Halls. I'm just walking and walking and walking. Heck, they got picnic tables. Look at all this land. So if you are going to go door to door, if that's your theology, we're going to go door to door and we're going to save everybody. In order to save everybody, we're going to have to get them all in this Kingdom Hall. We got to make them all Jehovah's Witnesses. Then why are your halls so small? You built this hall. You built this hall knowing it can only hold so many people. This one is actually pretty nice, though. This one is not. This one is actually pretty nice, you know. So, but it's so small. It's so small, and there's so much land. Look at all this land. They could have easily expanded the Kingdom Hall. Yeah, this is a nice little design here. They could have easily expanded this Kingdom Hall to hold more people. But the thing is, the problem is, it's as if you already knew your membership base was going to be small, which doesn't make sense. If God himself intends on this one group of people gathering all Christians together. Look at this place. It ain't going to be hard to sell. This is not going to be hard to sell at all. Now, let me not fall, and there better not be no snakes. But if it's God's intent that everybody, 2 out of 2 billion Christians, everybody is supposed to leave their church and become a Jehovah's Witness. If that's the concept, that's the goal. That's what Jehovah's Witnesses do. Knock on people's doors, try to get them to leave their church and join theirs. Oh, they got Chinese. And they got Portuguese. Lock Hill, Bandera Oaks. Sorry, COVID said no meetings, right? But why is it that all these kingdom halls they build, they have a ton of land, but the building itself is not going to accommodate for a flow of 2 billion Christians leaving Christianity and joining Jehovah's Witnesses, right? Or leaving what they call Christendom and joining Jehovah's Witnesses. Why is the hall so small and the land so huge? You could have expanded it, right? So the Bible says whatever God intends is not going to come back to him without results. So if God intended for the Christian base of over 2 billion people to flock to Jehovah's Witnesses or flock to Watchtower, y'all would have expanded this. Why is it that all these halls are the same? Y'all got a football field of land that you own, but the building is so small. You got to understand that this is their theology, that they're going to go knocking on doors and bringing people in from Christianity or from what they call Christendom. And there's 2 billion people. There's over 2 billion people. And they try to convert Muslims and everybody else. So your pool of possible members is huge. But Watchtower does not believe their own theology. I'm telling you, Watchtower does not believe their own theology. If Watchtower believed their theology, they would make kingdom halls big enough to accommodate a large flux of people who are already interested in Christianity, right? I drove past so many Christian churches, and those churches are huge. The Chinese Baptist church, you think that would be small because it's only in probably Mandarin Chinese. I'm walking through Spiderweb. It's probably only in Mandarin Chinese, right? But the Chinese Baptist church is huge, right? I mean, and it's not even in their theology that they're supposed to be gathering all people together, all Christians, all Muslims, all these people with a desire to serve God. There are a lot of people with a desire to serve God. There's a lot of Christians. There's a lot of Muslims. There's a lot of all these other religions also. So the Jehovah's Witness, make sure we're all on the same page. The Jehovah's Witness theology is that God gave them specifically He just told them specifically. This is the theology of this religion. God specifically instructed them to gather everybody together and join membership into these little kingdom huts or kingdom halls that they call them here. But it's so small, it's like a hut, a kingdom hut, like Pizza Hut, kingdom hut. But the theology is that they're going to gather everybody together into this. They ain't gonna fit. They ain't gonna fit, and Watchtower knows they ain't gonna fit, but Watchtower ain't gonna spend a lot of money building a huge facility they know they're not gonna fill. Right? I believe that Watchtower, the organization controlling Jehovah's Witnesses, knows, no, we're not gonna put a dent in the over 2 billion Christians that are around the world, and we're not going to put a dent in their membership. We're going to have a small membership, but we're going to acquire all these properties and then sell them. We're going to have our members build for free and then sell. And I think that's why Watchtower is successful. There's no way you think that there aren't people yearning for God when there's over 2 billion Christians, right? Why would they be Christian for if they weren't yearning for God? So that means all of them should be here. This little thing here is nice. That means all of them should be here. But you can't fit them all in here. You can't fit them. Why aren't you even attempting to build facilities big enough to do what God told you to do? If God told you to go out and get all 2 billion Christians, and make them become Jehovah's Witnesses, then why'd you build something this small? It's like if God told Noah, I want you to grab one of every single animal there is, and then Noah goes out and get a little paddle boat. It's like, come on now, Noah, you know you can't fit all the animals in this little paddle boat. Just like if God told Jehovah's Witnesses, you are to convert everybody because everybody else in Christianity is all wrong, and you got all these Christians that yearn for God, and we don't want them to die because in this religion, any day now, winged creatures is going to come from the sky on horses and start beating the crap out of everybody that's not a Jehovah's Witness. Right? So in order to preserve humanity, we have to get them all to join this religion and go inside this kingdom hall and get baptized in the organization of Jehovah's Witnesses. Okay, well, if you're going to try to do that, you might want to expand this out a little bit because you got all this empty land. You might want to expand this out a little bit. They got a table here for their kingdom picnic. Okay, y'all, your kingdom hall's nice, but your picnic table is ghetto. Now, y'all, I'm gonna need y'all to not have a nice kingdom hall and ghetto picnic table. Right? So let's grade this hall. This hall is actually pretty nice. We might have to detract from the grade because you got a chain here to make sure nobody steals your picnic table. But your picnic table, don't nobody want that. Right? You need to get another picnic table. But if we grade the Kingdom Hall, I mean, we'd have to give it a good grade in comparison to other halls. But good grief, there's a lot of land here. You could have tripled the size of that Kingdom Hall if Jehovah's Witnesses truly believe they're supposed to go door to door and bring in all 2 billion Christians into their religion. And over 1 billion Muslims. You cannot tell me that out of the 2 billion Christians and over 1 billion Muslims, that none of them, that only there's maybe 6, maybe 7 million Jehovah's Witnesses around the world, that only 6 or 7 million people are actually interested in God, right? You can't tell me that Jehovah's Witnesses are going out and getting all the spiritual people, and there's only 6 or 7 million spiritual people. But guess what? Jehovah's Witnesses disfellowship half of them. So half the Jehovah's Witness membership gets disfellowship. And I said earlier that I'm pretty adventurous, so we'll walk over here and then we'll get ready to head out here on my little adventure for today, my walk. It's like, hey, if there's a lot of pollen in the air and I can hardly breathe, I might as well get out and get some exercise here. Now y'all gonna have to clean that up. Y'all got this big garage area and y'all got stuff on the ground here. Y'all got stuff on the floor. How y'all gonna create a paradise if y'all leaving stuff on the floor? And what's brick there for? Huh? So y'all got to clean that up. And you need to clean this up because you got random garbage for no reason. So let's get ready to head back. But that's my question for Jehovah's Witnesses. If your theology is that you're going out amongst 2 billion Christians, 1 billion Muslims, and you're the only religion that has the path to God, meaning you need to get everybody that's spiritual, everybody that's really seeking God here into the Kingdom Hall. You need to fit them all into the Kingdom Hall. Why is the halls always so small, but the land always so daggum big? The answer is because Watchtower is using Jehovah's Witnesses to acquire properties and then sell them. This is going to sell easily if they decide to sell this. So comment down below, let me know what you think. And yeah, we'll get ready to head out. And I am in a mood for crab legs. I just want a bunch of crab legs, and I want to eat them. So that's probably what I'm about to get into. I'm telling you, I'm adventurous, and the adventurer in me makes me want to, where that opening is in the fence, to go through there and just see what's back there. Just see what's back there. But yeah, it makes no sense. It makes 0 sense. Noah is not going to build a super small boat and then say God told him to go and get 2 of every animal there is. See back through there? Yeah, I'd be all through there. I don't know who owns that property back there though. I'd be all back through there, falling into cactuses and everything, adventuring. So Noah, God says, go out, get 2 of every animal. So of course, common sense means I'm going to build a large boat, right? Well, Jehovah's Witnesses are saying the reason why they go knocking on everybody's doors trying to give them a Watchtower magazine, well, it's not because Watchtower is trying to get subscriptions up. It's because God told them to. God told them that everybody that's not a Jehovah's Witness is going to get destroyed when angelic beings come out of the sky with winged wings and start hitting everybody with swords and whatnot. So if you need to gather over 2 billion Christians, and yeah, save some Muslims also, over 1 billion Muslims, why is the hall so small and you got all this land? You'd be building a bigger ark for everybody to fit in. Comment down below, let me know what you think. X-Wall Kill Bethelite, signing out.